our land, our communities. It's like being invaded, socialistically being invaded, and they have a way of now changing certain sections of the city whenever they want to. I think this is one of those moves where the city of New York actually seems like it's trying to make Manhattan a Disney World.
So for us, for me, that's what it is. It's total, destruction of our culture, of our way of life.
Feudalism. It's feudalism, right? Because, in feudal times you'd have the lords and the barons and the castles, and they have a moat around it. Well, Manhattan's an island, right? So 5 years, all these yuppies will be inhabiting the island with their moat. They'll have the Knights of the Realm, the police, and the Columbia Security Force, and all this other stuff. And then all of us poor people come from outside the city walls to come work for the barons and for the lords and all that shit. That's what they want. They want feudalism.
Right. And it happens over stages where, over the last 10 years, we've seen the increase in police, like in our community, standing on the corners, like the undercover cops running up on youth, and that's something that's critical to gentrification that happens. Is that now? Our people are displaced, but the youth are displaced. The youth are sent to prisons and like outrageous numbers come back 10 years later to a community that's not theirs anymore. That they can't even afford to. I have a friend who was 18 when he was sent away. He came back recently. He left rents with $400, and he came back and he can't even live around here.
This is gentrification. You turn around the camera,
that is so disrespectful. So they have they definitely putting us up. In prisons and locking us up, making it easier to displace us. But but we say no more though, and this is what we hope to do, is to start this movement here in East Harlem and to make it bigger, the unity of African Americans and Puerto Ricans here. Definitely, people are planning actions. There's definitely going to be a big anti-gentrification concert happening, but also just more grassroots sort of education and hitting the streets. That's what we are planning to do.
The other day, you had the Wall Street actions, where people were marching on Wall Street and stuff like that. And this is actually much more. This is the same thing, right? This is just much more concrete. This is, not just telling you that Wall Street, you're corrupt and you're taking money from us, but actually this is the results of that, right? Losing buildings, losing jobs, inability to live right. So we're taking those things back. So we're just a network of other folks. Folks are gonna do it in Bushwick. Folks are gonna do it in in other places. We're just gonna do it here in that barrio.